For weeks, set builders and decorators, along with actors and musicians, have been transforming the stage at the Durham Performing Arts Center into a setting out of Durham County, England. In just a week, this stage will launch the second national touring company of Billy Elliot the Musical. With music by Sir Elton John, Billy Elliot takes you on a journey of dreams and acceptance. Tonight, we take you behind the scenes to see how the production was created from scratch.
And now, an ABC 11 special, Step by Step with Billy Elliot, with your host, Angela Hampton.
Welcome to the Durham Performing Arts Center. This is where the hit Broadway musical Billy Elliot will launch its second touring company in October. Now, the empty stage is like an artist's canvas. The theater is a collaborative art. Here, the actors, musicians, writers, set designers all come together to create their masterpiece. Tonight, we're going to take you backstage to see how the cast and crew put it all together. What they create here on this stage is for the audience's entertainment, but it also feeds their inner passion, the same passion possessed by a young man named Billy Elliot.
Me up and hold me gently.
Billy Elliot the Musical is the story of a motherless 11-year-old boy in Northeast England who discovers his desire to dance and struggles to fulfill his dream.
When we stand as one, fall out together.
It's also the story of a community in conflict during the turmoil of the UK coal miners' strike in the mid-1980s. The stage show is based on the 2000 film Billy Elliot, which won critical acclaim around the world. It also got the attention of pop legend and songwriter Sir Elton John.
I was very overcome with emotion watching the film because it was about father and son relationships. And the scene in the film where Billy's dad finally goes to see him dance when he's grown up at the Covent Garden, and he comes out in Swan Lake, really got to me because my dad never ever saw me when I was successful. And I think it just, it hammered home a point that I would love to have embraced what I did a little bit more.
Elton John was so moved, he approached the director about making the movie into a musical. But Stephen Daldry didn't take the suggestion seriously at first.
At that point, we were just finished making the film, so it wasn't something that I was really concerned with at the time. But Elton persisted and carried on talking about it and talking to Lee Hall, who'd written the screenplay. And they started doing a little bit of work, and Elton then started writing some songs.
5 years later, Billy Elliot the Musical opened in London's West End, winning all kinds of prestigious awards. That led to productions in Australia and on Broadway, where it won 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical and Best Director. This year, Billy Elliot has 2 U.S. tours, launching first from Chicago and now from Durham, North Carolina.
It's quite extraordinary being here in Durham. Because, of course, it was just outside Durham where the story is set. That's Durham, England, of course.
That's coal mining country. And when the son of a widowed coal miner quits his boxing lessons and tries ballet, his dad and brother are outraged. The dance instructor, Mrs. Wilkinson, sees Billy's talent and teaches him in secret, pushing him to audition for the Royal Ballet School in London. Billy's dad resists until he sees for himself what his son can do. He resolves to do whatever he can to help his young son achieve his dream, and the coal mining community comes together to help.
In the midst of this crisis, there is this child with a special set of skills, if you like, and a special dream. And it's how that family and how that group of people come to, in the end, from beginning being rather confused by this child's aspirations to supporting those aspirations. And that journey, I think, is really the heart of the show.
We walk proudly and we walk strong.
Billy Elliot is not considered a classical musical. Instead, it's a play with dance and music. And it's no secret the show's success depends on the talent of a boy. It's such a demanding role, 5 boys alternate playing Billy, and each brings a unique skill and style to the show. Before the productions can take place here at DPAC, you need actors. Finding children to play the key roles in Billy Elliot can be a challenge. They need extraordinary dancing skills at a young age, a combination that's not easy to find.
So you're going to learn a lot of different kinds of dance that you'll think, oh, I would like to learn that.
Nora Brennan is the children's casting director for Billy Elliot. It's her job to travel the country looking for boys ages 9 to 13 years old who have strong dancing abilities.
No rushes, Brandon. And one.
During the summer, Nora was in Raleigh looking for boys to fill the roles of Billy and Michael.
To find boys of this age who have very high skills, there aren't a lot of them. They're pretty rare.
Dylan Steves from China Grove, North Carolina, was one of the boys at the Raleigh casting call. It was his third audition. He was called back after auditions in Chicago and New York.
It was really fun because everybody's so nice, and it was just a brand new experience.
Dylan has been dancing for 9 years and was auditioning for the role of Billy's friend Michael. After his performance here, he got the part on Broadway.
The casting process for the show is a very long process, especially for the boys. Sometimes it can go on 4, 6 months, sometimes a year. And then the training that goes into it before they're cast and after is very lengthy as well.
There are 25 children in each production of Billy Elliot. And now, with 3 productions just in the U.S., Brennan is constantly looking for new actors and actresses.
The window is pretty short. You know, we might have a Billy for a year if we're lucky. But then, of course, they grow and their voices change. So we're always training kids as we go.
The show also includes 10 little girls who play the ballet girls. Like Billy, these children have dreams of dancing professionally. And if it doesn't work out for this show, they'll keep training and looking for another chance to make that dream come true. Just ahead on our ABC 11 special, Step by Step with Billy Elliot, the months of work that goes on off stage before the actors finally make it into the theater. Building a show from the ground up, how the technical artists perfect their craft and get ready for rehearsals. And with the set in place, the actors prepare for opening night. Plus, you can win 4 tickets to the opening of Billy Elliot by going to abc11.com. We'll have the secret word you'll need at the end of the show. Welcome back to our ABC 11 special, Step by Step with Billy Elliot. Of course, before the actors can take the stage, the set must be in place. And when you're launching a national tour, building and installing the set is extremely involved. The technical crew has to organize all of this so the set can be packed up quickly and moved to other cities. Billy Elliot the Musical is one of the most technically advanced and elaborate productions on stage and soon to be on tour in the U.S. It will take 16 tractor trailers to haul this show from city to city. But first, it has to be put together in Durham.
Well, we're doing what we call production here, which is we set it up the first time, and then we prepare the show to move around the country.
Jake Bell is technical production manager for Billy Elliot. He says this is much like putting together a giant puzzle. The set was designed and built in New York. Then it came here to DPAC to be assembled and organized for the tour.
Set it down right there.
The idea of a tour is that it goes together quickly. In order to make that happen, we have to mark everything this time so that when it comes out of here, it's color-coded and it's numbered so that every piece has its place and every piece has its time that it goes in and out of the truck.
Bell says the goal for the technical team is to give audiences around the country the same caliber of show they'd see on Broadway. So setting up the set for the launch of the tour takes weeks. But by the third stop, this will only take 3 days. Bell calls it the magic of theater.
The technical side of it is supposed to look effortless, and that's what we're trying to do here, is to create something that you won't see everywhere, but when you come to see it here, it's as good as it gets.
And it's the same idea with the music in Billy Elliot. While the musicians are in the orchestra pit hidden from the audience, their presence is felt throughout the show as they play the music written by Sir Elton John.
1, 2, 3, it's heading up to Easington. It's
Writing songs for Billy Elliot was, for pop star Elton John, easier than writing songs for an album. John says it's a story, and he and lyric writer Lee Hall had plenty of inspiration.
The great thing about writing for a musical is you know the characters, and he wrote the